Hello, my name's Francis Flanagan, and this is a project demonstration for Friends Director. This project was done as part of TripleTen's CodeJam competition. CodeJams are competitions that pair groups of students together and has them compete to create the best project based on some guidelines or some stipulations. This particular CodeJam had students from the software engineering programs paired with students from their data programs to create a visual essay based on some data set. The data students were tasked with analyzing the data and creating a narrative to show, while the software engineer students were tasked with creating a visual representation in a web page of that data. We decided to go with the Friends dataset and try to see if we could determine who is the most successful Friends director throughout the series. This website is made using HTML, CSS, and a JavaScript library called AnyChart. We use semantic HTML to conform with uh, modern web accessibility principles, and we used CSS features such as grid and media queries to make the site completely responsive. We decided to use the JavaScript library AnyChart because AnyChart was easy to integrate in a short period of time, as well as having all of the different types of charts that we were interested in using. My particular tasks in this website were to integrate AnyChart into the project and to make sure that the web page was completely responsive. As we can see, the website will look good on any resolution. If we want to see on a tablet, the website looks good here. Everything is resized and the elements are a little bit moved around. If we want to see it on a smartphone, like let's say a Samsung Galaxy, then we can see everything resizes, everything moves around a little bit, but everything looks good, and the charts are still interactable. The biggest challenges with making this project were this was my first group project, and all of the participants in the group were not anywhere close to each other in time zones. So we had one student who was in Seattle, Washington. We had one student in Paris, France. We had one student in Doha, and I am in Busan. But we were able to successfully find times that worked for everyone, and we were able to meet and discuss what we needed to do. Another challenge for me was being able to integrate this JavaScript library. This was pretty early on in my career as an engineer, and this was the first time I had to use any JavaScript library. So, reading documentation, looking at examples, and just generally trial and error got me through it. The last challenge was, like I said, is my first group project. So, working with the other engineer and making sure that we didn't interfere with one another's work was a challenge for me, but it gave me invaluable experience working with Git and things like branches and pull requests. So as you can see, this is our project. If you are curious who we decided the most successful director was, we decided to go with Michael Lembeck, and it's just based on the average viewership. So how many average people were watching his episodes. Um, Given more time, we would have liked to look at things like does the viewership change according to modern streaming platforms? This data set was only based on when the episodes first aired on television. So I would like to see if we could get data from Netflix or any other streaming platform, but we weren't able to find any data like that. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration and thank you for watching Friends Director.